Yeah.
Right. So we started off with a Charlie Chaplin camera with no audio and no voice, and also a very bad picture quality. So we've done a bit of research thanks to Rowena. She helped us, and we think we've got it. We've got it right. So probably the first time that you're hearing from me, anyway. In one of the clips, you can hear Wayne clearly, but we'll work out what he said later. So basically, this is day 0 to the end of day 1. So we left Harare 5 in the morning, picked up Wayne, went to Banket, stopped at the famous worm place, picked up some worms, then to Lion's Den, traditional steak roll and coffee there. And the trick there is to have the filter coffee, because you just order one filter coffee and you get 5 or 6 glasses out of it. So that's the deal at there. So thanks very much to Lion's Den for the coffee. Then through to Makuti, Kariba turnoff to the big baobab, where we stopped off there. I think it's tradition for most people to stop there. Straight through to Kariba, went to go and pick up the small tender boat, which was kindly housed by Albie, and looked after there. We emptied half the lake out of it, um, and had to refill it, and so on and so forth. So we picked up the tender boat, went through to Marineland, passed through the infamous gatehouse with the emblem coming out the chimney there. Then loaded up the boat, transferred most of the kit onto the tender boat, then out to the houseboat. Went back, got gas. There's a picture there of the guy filling up the gas with a manual pump that he pumps up with his hand. So he's got quite an arduous job. Then a bit of grocery shopping. Worms we collected from the plot. Thanks to Solomon for sorting out all the worms. Then lamagandi for dinner at the Dome. Steak, egg, and chips is the usual one there. Thanks to Brian. Then in the morning, so we spent one more day just chilling out, making sure all the engines and the oils and everything was fine. And then we went to the new restaurant, which is not the old Harbour View, which is now called something else. I forgot, but it was very nice there. Shirley and Audrey are running it from there, and it was a great meal and affordable. And we managed to buy some chili from there. So thanks very much for that. Then the next day was start day, 0600 start. We left the harbour, went all the way across to the Bumi area, up the Chalala Lagoon. It was quite a long day. We made good progress, and the weather was fair, so we pressed on a little bit further. So by the time we stopped, it was an 8.5 hour travel time in the boat, and we're sort of averaging 7.5, sometimes 8 k's per hour. So it's not a fast journey at all. But we arrived there. Once you've entered the lagoon and you've passed Bumi, there is actually nowhere to moor. It's just one big rocky shore either side. And the place where we had first marked on Google Earth was actually out the water. The whole river was out the water. So we carried on a bit further, and we found another bay on the left, and we moored inside there. But it was just one massive fishing camp, rigs and people all over the place. So it wasn't a very good night. We put the boat alarm on, and everyone was a bit nervous about what was going to go missing on night 1. But from there, we went up out the lagoon. We took the third exit, going out the lagoon into the Kotakota Narrows. Angus took the second exit. The reason for that is the lagoon is very, very shallow. At times it was down to 2 meters deep, so it was a little bit shallow for him. I did forget to say that Angus met us halfway across the lake. He had been at a previous function at Spurwing, and then we met up at the lake and travelled through for the first night. And Angus, Rowena, Sam, and his daughter Claire joined us for the first 10 days, I think. And yeah, so that'll come on later. And hopefully you've seen some pictures of the bigger houseboat, which is Angus and I.